God, that was gross. We have to do this now while we're already started?
Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the Thought Bubble Podcast. I'm Emily, and this is the third day in a row that I'm drinking. I don't need help. Who's to my left?
Okay.
On that note, my name's Leanne, and I was drunk as shit last night, so I'm not drinking anything. Who's to our right?
2021 has you like this.
You gotta start it right. You
Yeah, start
gotta
right.
start it right. You saw what happened in Washington? We had to
mean-
start it like this.
Damn. I'm Melanie. Today, we're gonna drink later this wine I got from work because we did this really stressful closing in like less than a week. And hell yeah, I'm just happy I got wine at work.
Woo! Free wine is always the best wine.
Correct.
But today we are talking about friendships. We're just going to delve into that topic, what we think about it, for how we make it. How do you make a long-lasting friendship? We're just going to talk about it and keep it lighthearted because, you know, we're all friends, I think.
True.
I think 7 years. I think we're close.
I think
almost 8
it's almost 9
It's
years.
probably 8 years now.
You got me fucked up.
So we met in 2012.
We're so old.
Like September.
Uh-huh.
Now it's 2021.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
We're really old.
Oh my God, it's 10 years.
What?
I just said 8 years.
I thought it was 9. If it's 2021, we meant... Oh, yeah, no, it's 2
We
years.
just started.
Yeah, that's true, it's true. It's true. Yeah, just started.
Math.
I don't do math.
We don't do math. All right, let's start off with the first topic, first portion. So the first portion is just thoughts on making friends. Like, like when you see a person and you're vibe with them,
Okay.
kind of what do you, like, oh, maybe you can go. How do you think about, maybe I want to be their friend? Like, what makes a person be like, I could be their friend?
Okay.
Okay. I feel like for me, it's usually if they're around my same like age group.
Okay.
Because it's hard at work for me now to make friends because everyone's at least 10 to 15 years older than I am.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, we're friendly, you know, we tell funny stories, we'll joke around about other coworkers, but like, I went out to lunch with them once. It was a little awkward because they all have like kids and stuff. They're telling all these stories. And they've known each other for years and years.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's kind of hard to make friends with people who aren't really in your same, like, age. Because how much do you really have to talk about?
Yeah.
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 I can see that.
That's one criteria for me.
I think it's for me, I'm a pretty friendly person. I get along with people fairly easily. So, you know, even in college, like I didn't really make much friends, but it was really easy for me to talk to people or connect with people. And so like, I don't know, if you know something about my shirt and you're like, oh, cool shirt. I'm like, oh, you watched that show? Oh, lit. Let's talk about it. Like it's kind of easy. I do think that age definitely plays a big factor in it. I think it's really easy for me to be friends with girls first, then guys, because I get a little nervous because I'm like, what are your intentions?
So, no, that's the end.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, but you brought up a good point because you said that you, like, me and my sister, we went to the same college. We did talk to people. It was easy to talk to us, but we never stayed friends with any of them.
Yeah.
So what made it like you didn't want to stay in contact with them?
For me, it was like, they were nice people. They were nice, but I felt like, okay, so we went to like an animation school, art school, and a lot of people were there that we talked with were like, they make video games or in game development. And they just like, I felt like they were too into just games. And it's not about like just liking games. It's about like, that was everything about them.
nothing else
Yeah.
to talk about.
I can't be friends with someone who only talks and does like one thing. I need variety just because I get like bored after a while, especially since like I like watching games. I don't really play games. I like games.
Yeah.
But I can't talk about that all the time.
Yeah, because like you like it's fine if like that's your passion and that's totally cool. But it's like every time you meet someone, that's the only thing they talk about. It's hard to get a connection with them because it's less about them being a person and more like this person likes games. Like I'm not thinking about them, their personality, what they like, like their hardships or anything. So yeah, definitely if they can't talk about anything else.
Yeah.
I think for friendships, it's more like consistency for me, like repetition. So like I can think you're really cool and I would like to hang out with you, have candidate. So like I have a friend named Gabe and he has a bunch of friends he has a whole Discord group with a bunch of people and I like them. I hang out with them every time I'm around him, of course. And I would be their friend, but it's like I don't hit them up or anything because like I don't see them that often.
I feel like Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
You wouldn't hang out with them if Gabe wasn't there.
Some of them I would.
Okay.
So that's what I've come to learn now. So like at first, no, because I don't know them.
Yeah.
But now that I've seen them at least like 7 times, because they're always at Gabe's house.
Okay, yeah.
I would like hang out with them. If they invited me to their house, I would be like, yeah, let's go ahead. Like they play Smash, they play video games. So it's really like consistency. So if the person's like, yeah, like if I keep seeing them, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I feel more comfortable because it doesn't feel like a foreign place to be next to them.
That made me remember like that in that topic of consistency. We had one friend in college that I really wanted to be her friend. She was really cool, very talented. And she would always be like, yeah, we should hang out. You should come to my dorm. But all plans always fell through with her. She never came, stuck. I don't know. She was just busy, I guess, or just didn't I guess she's like the type of person that's not good at making plans.
Okay.
So we could have been her friend if she stayed consistent. But because she didn't, we just got out of contact with her. There was no beef or anything. I liked her. She was cool.
I still follow her Twitter. Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be friends with someone who every time you make plans, it falls through.
Don't want to text back or like, you know.
They're still a good person, but it's just like, we're not friends yet. We're just like people we know.
Someone you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You have lunch with them once, and then maybe another 6 months, lunch again.
Like, so like, that's a good way. Like, what puts you off? Like when you're first meeting someone, you think, what puts you off? Be like, I don't even want to continue talking to you.
Red flag?
Like kind of like a red flag, or just like I don't vibe.
Yeah.
No vibes.
I mean, that's the thing. It's hard to describe a vibe.
Yeah, it
It's
really is.
right when you meet someone, you either know, okay, they're chill enough, I could talk to them, maybe like ask them questions. Or it's just like they're on like another like level or plane where you're just not there. You don't want to go there.
Yeah.
You just don't even want to look at them in the eyes. That's how I am.
Damn.
I don't look a lot of people in the eyes at work. I just I don't fucks with them. I don't vibe with them.
Yeah.
It's just like energy that that I just don't fucks with. Like I can't do that. I don't know. Like
Show an example of like one person that you're just like, I don't like their vibe.
Okay, at work.
Yeah, another work story.
So that's all I do. So I don't go out. I just go to work. But so I'm in like loan ops, and other people are deposit ops. And so the guy that's the head of deposit ops, he's just like the other day on Friday, I was just like, this man is just like such a douchebag. Like I don't know, like he has that douchey kind of energy. Like he feels like he's important because sure that's the title, but I don't think you've earned your title from like what I've heard.
Like his tone of voice.
Arrogance.
It's like the arrogance. Like he does whatever he wants. Like there are these green balls that they have at work, and they just bounce them around all the time. They try to throw them at each other. We're in an office. This is like an open floor, like kind of office.
Yeah.
Like it's like cubicles. So he's just throwing it all the time, and I'm like, bro, we're out here busting our ass trying to close all these loans and shit, and you're just like fucking around.
Yeah, no.
So there's no sense of like being like considerate.
Exactly, like just be professional.
Yes,
this is an office. Like,
yeah, definitely.
But it's like I could tell that like the first week I was there.
Okay.
Like that was that kind of energy, that kind of vibe you get.
Yeah.
You know what? That makes sense. I think that a type of vibe that I don't fuck with is like when we were hanging out with Gabe, there was like or we hang out in like those big groups.
Yeah.
There are some of them that they're like, you know, not their fault, but they're kind of awkward.
Okay.
So they don't say anything, or what they do say, just how they speak is so slow, or they don't know how to like they're dragging on.
Wow.
It's like I can't be friends. Not like they're like a bad person, but like I get annoyed. I'm like, oh my God. Like you're just talking forever and you're not really saying anything, and also you're kind of dry and you're like really awkward, and I don't like having to force myself to keep speaking.
Yeah.
I need someone to just want to have a conversation with me. Like don't, and it's not like they don't want to, it's just they're awkward.
They don't know.
That's not their fault.
They don't know how to hold a conversation.
Yeah, and it's not their fault, but like I can't, like it's just not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel the same way where if it feels awkward talking to you, there is less likely of a chance of me going up to talk to you. Because it's like awkward and really weird. I remember when we had Japanese class, because it was like an elective, we had to take like a language, and we chose Japanese.
Because we're losers.
Yeah. And there was this one kid, like he was okay, but like I also don't vibe with people that get too friendly too quick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
So he was just the type of guy that, like, he was friendly and he knew we watched anime, and we would, like, he'd be like, hey, what's the notes? I'm like, here you go, the notes. Like, it was just kind of casual and, like, kind of like a student thing, but he would be like, hey, guys, like, hug, or just be like, hey, like, really close, and I'm just like, hey. And it's usually guys that do this, or, like, girls do it too. And it's less intimidating when it's a girl.
I think it's less touchy too. I don't think girls are
Touchy, and I have seen girls do it, and it does put me off. But
Really?
it's less intimidating.
I've never seen a woman do that. Never go, hey girl, give me a hug.
Second time.
Yeah, never seen that.
I don't know. It's just more like kind of just getting too. I know that girls do it, but it's less intimidating because it's like they're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, there's no like intention.
Ulterior motive.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like I don't like too close and too quick. I don't know you yet. Like I don't, because then it feels like pressure. Like, oh, I gotta
be more open with you now.
Yeah.
So when he would try to hug you, what do you do?
At first, we would do just okay, fuck, like
just a side hug, a really quick, like not even full close.
because I wouldn't even think about it. Like I was just like, oh god, okay, he's going in. Like I gotta complete. Yeah, and then after a while, we're just don't hug us. I don't want to hug you, and he got really offended.
I hope so.
And because he,
I mean, he's more like he's the type of person that like does it so often he never gets to know, and when you get to know, it throws you off.
Yeah.
So like that's the type of stuff that I don't like. But to close off, kind of like, what are your thoughts on making friends? Like the last thing is like, what point do you consider someone a friend? Like you're talking to them for a while. When are you going to consider them a friend? For me, it's like when we're texting often.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If if I feel comfortable like going to text you, if you're the type of person that I have to really like think about if I should text you, then we're not that friends.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm like, oh, let me text them real quick, then we're friends.
It's like, oh my god, I follow this meme. It's so funny. Let me send it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point because there are different types of friendships, but I could see that. Like sometimes I'll think of something stupid or like this random story will happen. I'll be like, oh, I gotta text like Skylar. I gotta text you guys.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like that's how you know.
Yeah.
We have been friends for a couple of years, but I don't know. That's a good example.
Yeah, because like if I'm not comfortable just randomly calling you or randomly texting you, that means we're not close.
I think for me, I think once I've gone to like their house to hang out, just chill, hang out, that's when I'm like, okay, well now we're friends because I've been to your house. That's your house. So like I feel like once I'm like, oh, I went to their house like twice. Like for like when we went to Gabe's house, I'm like, oh, we're getting closer at his fucking house, and they invited us again. That's like I'm like, all right, now I can just vibe here. This is like my second house now. I don't care.
I don't know. I think also when you hang out a lot. I mean, I know I keep referring to work, but when I used to work at that other bank, the first one,
Okay.
I made all those friends. We're all like the same age. We went to college. Like I didn't really go to their house and hang out. Like maybe they'd come here once or twice and we'd eat like dinner. I don't know. But we would go out like every Friday night.
Oh,
We'd go out to eat. We'd go to the movies. We'd do whatever. But we would text all the time also. So I don't know if because we also worked all in the same place. We're all like the same age. And we all like drove, didn't live far or whatever. So I guess that works too.
That is also a good point of being, how close are you guys to each other?
Oh yeah.
Now we don't talk, but we have each other like on social, like say happy birthday, but that's it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the kind of growing apart.
Why
but
do
like,
you think that happens? Like, why do you think suddenly it just falls off?
yeah, because like friendships and keeping them. Like, how do you keep their friendship?
I feel like, well, this specifically, I feel like I left, and then the other dude left.
Left work. Like
We
you
left the job.
Yeah,
Okay, left the job.
Okay.
So I think that's what happened. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we still care about each other. Like, we want the best.
Yeah.
But we just don't see each other anymore. So it's like, what do you talk about? Like, what do you... I don't know, like, how do you reach out again?
So it's like the mindset of like, how I don't have anything to say to them, so I'm just not gonna reach out.
Yeah, I mean, I've had friends come and go, like, for a while, for years, so it doesn't bother me as much, because I know everyone goes down their own path, so sometimes people are there in your life just for, like, that specific period, and so that's what I think they were there for. I needed them in that specific period of time in my life, and now that I don't, it's like, it's not that I don't want them there, but it's just like, it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Like, not offensive, but
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know you need. It's just that, you know, you're not the job. You don't need to put that much effort.
Yeah.
Because it's not your
It's
point.
not the same situation, not the same person anymore.
Exactly.
It was more convenient, especially when you were all working. Now you're not working. It's like more effort.
I think everyone grows too. Sometimes you just grow out of a friendship.
That is true, and that's pretty natural too. I feel like it's the same thing with kind of like Mia. We have a friend named Mia, and we knew her since freshman year of high school, and if we talk now, it's like the same as always.
Yeah.
But like we don't really talk that much just because she's in San Francisco right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't think about texting her as often, but if I did, it'd be like, oh, I could.
Fine. Yeah.
It'd be totally fine. I think that's like, you know, just you grow apart, but if there's no hard feelings, it's so easy to get back into it.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about? Well, we're friends. How do you feel about the friends right now in your life? Like, do you feel like this is?
shit.
Do you feel like this is like right now? This is how you feel like in my life.
Like, this is how
We have a good bond.
We have a great bond.
I do too. I think so too.
I
Yeah.
mean, shit, we even started this podcast.
Yeah.
If we weren't that close, we should not
We
have
wouldn't
started
do
this.
that.
Yeah, no, I feel pretty like with all my group right now. I feel like friends have left that I never thought would leave.
Yeah.
But I just think that's because I was naive.
I think I hold on to friendships. Like, I love friendships. I think that, like, hold everything about it, the memories we share and everything. I love all of that. So, like, to see it go, especially when it's some bullshit reason or, like, it's not something that I felt like was valid or makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That's when it's, like, it's truly hard for me to lose friends. Like, if, like, let's say she came to my house, slapped my mother. All right, fuck you. We're not friends.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah. Like, then I'm like, okay, that's why we're not friends. I don't care. But when it's, like, literally no reason, then I'm like, now I'm just like, that's so sad.
Yeah, there's no justification.
Yeah.
We're just dropping off.
Yeah, because like I always thought like, oh, you're not friends anymore because you had a fight or you guys did something to each other. I just never thought you could lose a friend just because it's like their own issue and they can't vibe with you no more. It's like kind of like seeing the vibes like you can't do it no more.
Yeah.
It was hard to kind of
Yeah.
The
accept.
feelings.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
feelings
Yeah.
aren't there anymore.
Yeah, you know, I think it's like what you said, like about people just growing up. I never expected friends that I thought were close to grow so differently, and then that was what made us apart because they grew up, but they grew up so much differently than how I did.
Yeah, I mean, again, like everyone has their own path. I mean, I know who you're referring to.
Of course you do.
I know she had a lot of issues, and maybe she just wanted to work it out herself. Even though you try. You can't force people to like you. You can't force people to be friends with you.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, like even other friends like that, like you weren't necessarily friends with, we'll just call her Nicole for now. But like
Okay.
she went to consul, like we were so close. We went to consul with her, went to everything, and then like she kind of like had this kind of weird, like she hit one of our friends.
Yes. I remember
And
this.
like she hit him out of nowhere, and she hit him like with the intention to hurt him. Cause like you could hit your friends, be like, whatever, fuck off. But like the kind of hit she did was to hurt him, and we just did not see, like we just didn't understand where that came from.
You never understood.
Yeah, we were getting ready. We were just chilling. No one was even looking at her.
And like we had one instance of like that happening when we went over to her house, and she did that to her brother, and we just kind of brushed it aside. Like maybe
we
it's
didn't see
just
the red flag there.
and it was just a red flag that we never caught, and then she kind of just dipped. Like she didn't say sorry, no nothing.
Wait, I'm sorry. She like hit her brother?
Yes, hit her brother.
She did the
Like
same.
not playfully?
No, like hit
like
him.
yelling at him
Oh, God.
and dragged him up the stairs because he was like
Jesus
playing
Christ.
with a toy. Yeah, I don't know why we dismissed that red flag.
It threw us off. We were
I mean,
just
it's
like,
someone else's family. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, because like her parents saw it and they didn't say anything, so we're like,
Sure, that's normal for them. Yeah.
yeah, it was a total red flag, and it was just because like we never seen her like that before, so we're like, that's the first time.
Yeah,
maybe
that was
it's
like maybe the third time
maybe
with
that's
her
the
house.
maybe that's the one time that happened, but kind of like that, like seeing sides to people that just came out of nowhere, and you're just like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, you weren't ready for it. You know, jealousy, anger, all that. You never expect that out of a person you're close with. And then you see it and you're like, wow, you're like so much different than what I expected you to be. And it just changes.
It's true. People just have multiple sides. I don't know. They bring out whatever they want to bring out around the people they're with.
True.
How do you guys think you keep a friendship? Like how could we tried to keep those friendships that we lost?
we really did.
You
We-
really
you
did.
tried
I really
you
did.
tried
You did.
communication and understanding and time.
Yes.
And at a certain point you can't give that no more because and no one deserves unlimited chances.
Yeah.
But how do you guys think you keep a friendship? Or how do you think you could save a friendship?
Okay. I think keeping a friendship, to me, is easy. I don't think it's hard. You just talk. I like calling on the phone. I know a lot of people don't like talking on the phone. I like talking on the phone, so I'll call someone. I like literally just call. Like I'll call her and be like, "All right, what's up?" Like literally, no intention. Just, "All right, how's your day?" And then we'll just talk about that. Yeah, for like
Time to silence.
Yeah. Sometimes we're doing other things and we're just on the phone. I just think that if I as long as we like talk on the phone sometimes, text sometimes, like we do something once in a while, then like we're friends.
We have similar interests. Like we listen to the same kind of music, watch the same kind of shows and movies. So I feel like that's important. Also, like values, having common values.
Yeah.
That some people just grew up different.
Yeah, even moralities or even politics too. Like that could really break a friendship too.
I hate people that are like, you shouldn't lose a friend over politics. I'm like, I'm sorry, but like,
there's some things about it.
Everything is politics. Everything in your life is politics and gets a budget and is, ruled upon. Like, it's so important. Yeah. Politics and matching that kind of stuff.
Because it kind of shows, like, how you're thinking about things. Like, I don't know, like, of course, like, when you go to the grocery store or something, you're not going to talk about politics or whatever, but if you're hanging out, you're having a couple drinks, and someone's just like, oh, we should put up that wall or whatever. Like, it would be great, keep out all these people. That kind of gives you, like, an insight.
Yeah,
like, how is this person, like, really like? Like, what more
What
are
is he
they
hiding?
thinking? Yeah, what more are they hiding?
Clearly, he doesn't value specific people, which is a problem because I feel like everyone's equal. If you, like, show any sign of, devaluing anyone, I'm like,
Yeah, no.
that's a big yikes. Everyone has value. You don't just say it don't matter.
Yeah, it's a bad vibe. And so, like, I think Biden came out with something where he's trying to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. And I've seen a lot of discourse on Twitter with a lot of people being like, oh, you're going to make these, like, people that flip burgers get $15 an hour. You're going to make Taco Bell a sitting down restaurant now. And it's a lot of arguments like, what kind of person are you to think that you're better? Like, you think a person flipping burgers doesn't deserve $15 an hour.
Yeah, they don't deserve literally to just live normally. That's like
wage.
A lot of arguments is like, these teenagers don't deserve that type of wage. And it's like a lot of like, some of these teenagers, they need to pay the bills for these. Like, you don't know what these people are going through. A lot of these people need that money.
Yeah. And even without all that, they're working. Why do you think just because they're flipping burgers that doesn't have any value? You're getting your burger at 4 a.m., bitch. What are you talking about? It's pretty goddamn valuable to me. I don't know. So stop acting as if, like, that is not valuable.
Yeah, so, like, if someone came out and be like, I don't think minimum wage workers deserve $50 an hour. Like, that would piss me off. Of course, I'm not going to break the friendship right away. But if the kind of conversation escalates to just...
You always got to ask why.
Yeah, it's always about why. And it's always good to have different opinions.
Deeper.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you don't cut them off right away, but you
never cut them off. But you talk about it and be like, what do you value? Yeah. Because if it's just this one thing, of course, you have your own thing, you're entitled to it. Yeah. But if it's like a whole string of things where you just feel like you're better, or you have this ego, or you have this just narcissism, I'm like, I can't be friends with someone like that.
I also think that there's some people that are pretty closed-minded, because someone could be like, I work minimum wage and all those people barely do their job and all this. I'm like, that's your specific opinion. They're not doing their job to the best capability because they're not getting paid well enough. Hello, sir.
Yeah, how do you your experience?
Yeah. Hello.
Other experiences.
If you're getting paid well, you're gonna do your job because you don't want to lose the money. Exactly. That's how it works. But if you're getting paid $10
or $8,
I got paid
$7.50.
Yeah, like, of course you're gonna be like, fuck this job.
Exactly.
Of course.
Why would they care?
Why would they care?
$8 an hour.
Yeah. Like, for me, that argument of like, so like that the sitting down thing was like, oh, people that are like grocery shop workers where they're just in one space. Why are they standing? They don't need to be standing. They can sit. In other countries, they sit down.
A lot of them are older.
Yeah, and it's like the argument is like they don't need to sit down. I'm like, but why do you think it's a problem that they just want to give them fucking chairs?
Why is that?
I was in an Aldi. You know the Aldi supermarket?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They sit down. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Other countries do it.
Like, she just, turning around and like sitting. But why not? Why do they gotta stand for 8 hours?
It doesn't make any sense.
It was wild. It like shook me. I was like, oh.
And that's how different it is in America.
Because you don't see that here.
Yeah, no, a lot of things. But like that kind of like conflicting issues, if it's gonna be too much, too stubborn, if a person's too stubborn, then like I'm gonna gradually grow apart from them.
That's true. That's true.
If they're too much.
I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if I don't want to say like read your mind, but if I can't like pick up your vibe or like know where your thoughts are coming from, how can I be friends with you?
Yes.
Because I'm not going to understand your way of thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm going to always keep questioning, like, why are they doing this? Why are they saying that? Why are they not doing this?
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I don't know. I mean, I know everyone is raised differently, born differently, but with friends, you have the same energy, the same vibe. I don't want to say the same mentality, but it's like you could see where they're coming from if you know them well enough.
Yes. Yeah. And especially when they start doing things or you think because you click so well, like you think, cause like that's another thing with the question, like how do you make it, how does the friendship evolve to lifelong? And it's like when you can read someone and you can just like know what they like that's lifelong. That's just that's borderline family right there.
You just know them for years and years. Of course you should know how they're feeling, how they're gonna react to something, why you think they said this thing. Like you should know them.
Yeah. And it's when you don't know them that's just like, it's also hurtful. It's hurtful. It's hard, scary too. Because it's like, what are they going to do? Like, am I doing something wrong? Especially when it's making you insecure.
Yeah.
When it's just like, am I doing something wrong? Did I hurt their feelings? I didn't mean to. I can't.
Well, just like a relationship, friendship is all about communication. Like, I honestly think relationships and friendships are like, it's like the same side of the coin, except there's no physical touch. You can get jealous in a friendship. You can get like over attached. You can be in love with your friends. It's a thing. So like those things are normal. And if I feel like, I don't know, to me, if I feel like, man, I fucking love this bitch, then I'm like, this is a lifelong friend because I love them. They're my friend. And I don't, that's not to say that that friendship couldn't end, because of course anything could happen. But like, I feel like if it's lifelong, I love you. I want the best for you. I want to help you grow. I want to see you grow. I want to help you get through things. If you like, I have a friend named Tori and she's struggling a little bit financially. I'm so happy to go and help her, give her money, give her like some food, give her a ride. I don't mind, because like I know she's a genuine friend. She would never like backstab me. Of course, and like she's probably gonna be with me the rest of my life. Like that's my friend.
Yeah, no, I think like, cause like we have a lot of friends where like for example, Gabe before, like I think like the Friday and Saturday were like the most I've seen Gabe back to back ever since high school. Because in high school we saw each other all the time, but like Friday and Saturday we saw him 2 times in a row. I'm like, this is the most I've seen you. But like I still feel very strongly friendship. Well, I love him. Yeah. He's a great friend. He's always loyal, sweet friend. Yeah. He's the ride or die. He is a ride or die.
He really is.
He's a ride or die. So like, even though I don't see him that often, like even though Friday and Saturday was the most I've seen him, I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, we don't see each other face to face. We don't even like. There's some things that I'm not even like the same interest as him, but like we have such a close friendship. So it's not like necessarily that you need to be seeing them every day, texting them every day, or anything like that, where you can still hold that friendship. So like we have a friend named Zelda. And sometimes she just goes MIA. Like, we don't see her or hear her for like a month or something. Yeah. And that's totally okay. And I also think that's kind of like how adult friendship is going to be like.
That's probably it.
Yeah, because like we're 22, 23, almost 23. And we're in adult friendship right now. And like, that's just how it's gonna be. Like we're gonna have our own life.
We might move away. We might see each other less. But like we're still gonna be like super close, super strong. And that's the distance isn't what stops a friendship. It's just the communication, the consistency. Like I'm still gonna want to go on vacation with you hoes. Like it's gonna happen. Like I'm still gonna want to visit you, do some holidays together. That still happens because I still want to see you. If I go, I don't really want to see them. All right, then we're not friends,
That is true.
That's true. I mean, yeah, of course, when we grow up, if you find someone, if you have kids, you move away, you go to another country, you have to keep that connection, that communication. I mean, maybe not talk to them every day, but maybe you'll talk to them once a month. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Like, how's it going? Yeah. I mean, that way, even though it's more time apart, then you'll have more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Like life updates.
I remember on Twitter, I was just scrolling down because I follow a lot of artists, and they make like daily comics, and I read that like she's just the type of person where like she doesn't reach out, but if you need her, she's there on a dime. Okay. Where like she can't read the situation, like she can't tell if you need help or like if her friends need help. Okay. But if a friend were to ask her like, I'm so stressed, I need you, I just need a person, she's like there in a second. And she was just kind of talking about in the comic like, I enjoy myself being by myself. I enjoy being like doing the things I like and just being isolated. But I value my friends and I value the time together with them, and I will always be there. And it's kind of like different types of friendship, different type of people and how they are. Yeah. So like friendship doesn't have to be very close, because like a lot of introverts, like they don't want to see each other too often or something like that. Or just like even Skylar, like if she sees us for 1 week, meet like 3 weeks later. She'll see us again.
And that's just how it is.
And like just understanding the type of people that you are, because you can be friends with anyone. Yes. You just need to understand the type of person they are. Yeah. And accept that that's who they are.
You gotta understand, it's not like they don't like you. Yeah. This is how they is. Yeah, they just want space. They just gotta chill.
Yeah, like I would think that we're like really the same, but also very different. Like we do things very differently. So like there's some things that we could agree on, and there's some things that we just don't, and that doesn't make the friendship not work. It works perfectly fine because we communicate and we respect each other's interests, each other's boundaries. You just gotta respect each other, man.
Yeah. True. And it's hard. There are some things that like I think that's hard for some people. Like, when we were hanging out with Gabe yesterday, the guy that was really quiet and awkward, he was just kind of talking like, oh, like it's just hard for me to talk and like just hold the conversation and just like do things with other people. He was just kind of chilling in the background.
Okay.
And it's just like for people like that, like how do you even help them get to be friendships?
Yeah.
Like what's the good advice?
I don't think they
You
need
don't
help.
force anything.
No,
That's
of course
true.
not.
I don't think it's help. It's more like if you're the type of person that just like, let's say you're also awkward and you just completely get it. You're like, yeah, just chill there. I don't care, but I'm gonna see you. Like, I think it's just the type of person. Like, we're just so different from that type of person that we wouldn't mesh with them. But there are people who do completely. Like my type of person is like fun, energetic, good time. I'm immediately mesh with that person. But if you're a person that's really low, a little awkward, doesn't really like to initiate immediately, you're immediately gonna mesh with that person that's the same because you're like, I relate to you because you're the same as me. Yeah.
What are your like kind of like, cause like I'd be afraid to do it. If I wanted to go out and like I wanted to invite someone I just met like at work, like that's kind of intimidating to me.
To do what?
So just like invite them out, like, oh, we want to go out to drink.
Oh, I don't think that's
I
hard.
think doing it in group setting.
Yeah. I think, well, for me and you, it's so much easier because we're technically a group already.
That's true.
So, like, we invite one person, that's 3 people that already feels more comfortable.
Yeah.
And I always have you anyway. So that's why, like, I feel like once we're, like, separated, it's probably going to be harder for me.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, even in college,
It is hard.
like, remember one girl was like, hey, we want to see Endgame. I already saw it. I told them it was good. And I was like, oh, I would love to see it again. I was just telling you, I loved it so much. I would see it again. And they were like, you should come with us. And I did. And it was spontaneous. I never really held a conversation with them that much. But like their vibes were always good. I always said hi to them, always did little things with them. And we just hung out. We just did it.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the type of people. Like if they don't make you feel nervous, then fucking go, you know?
Yeah, no. Honestly, like I would hang if even if they're older, like our teacher, like I forgot his name, but our teacher that we vibe with, I don't need to say his name, but like I would hang out with him in an outside setting. Like if he's like,
How old
hey,
is he?
he's like at least like 30.
Like 30 what though?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know, but he looks probably like 30, maybe 32.
Would you get drinks with him?
I would, because he was just the type of person I loved hanging out with. He was very chill. He was real.
He didn't feel like he was that.
He didn't feel
felt
like a teacher.
okay.
He just felt like a mentor.
Yeah.
He was so cool. I would 100%, even if he's older, I would hang out with him.
Yeah.
100%.
If you feel older, then like of course not. Like we can't. Like if you're older, but we have the same interests and we do the same things, then it's gonna be easy.
It's so easy. Like even like because like I don't even think we both liked animation, and of course he's a teacher.
nice.
He definitely had other interests that I didn't know of, but I would love to hear it from him
Sure.
because the way he talked.
He's got a different life than you.
Exactly.
Something, like, you've never heard of, never experienced.
Exactly.
You just like to hear about
And
it.
it's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's like especially like when you don't have anything in common with them, but you want to hear them talk.
you just wanna know.
Just the way that they talk is so fun. Their energy.
People like that. I love having no interest with someone, but like talking is so fun. I love that because I'm very open. I like new things. I like learning. I like trying new things. So if we're a person, like, let's say like for dating, like I feel like that's something I would be okay with. Because if I go on a date with some dude and we don't have any interest, I would be like, okay, what are you interested in? Tell me about it. Because that type of thing is actually interests me.
Yeah.
Definitely someone's voice can also be a thing.
that's important.
Because if you find their voice annoying,
High-pitched, squeaky, like Minnie Mouse, that's gonna put you off.
or just like just the way that they talk, or like if they have a really thick accent and you can't understand them.
I don't think that bothers me. What bothers me is when people talk too slow. If you're slow as shit, I'm like, oh my God, get on with it, please, sir.
Very. That's thing I wouldn't be friends with them.
I like people with the same sense of humor.
Okay, that
makes
so The
sense.
Office,
From The
South Park.
Office, those, like sitcoms, like stupid shit like that.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And I can't do dad jokes. They're just too dry for me.
Yeah, they're very.
They are very
They're
dry.
empty. What do you say to that?
Yeah, they are
I'm
empty.
just like, haha, dad jokes. Like, I don't, and that's so awkward. Like, what do you do after that? I don't know.
That is true.
I
Just
agree.
look away.
Yeah, I think definitely someone with the same type of humor is a plus.
That's important.
Yeah.
So I think we talked a good amount. I think we can take a break for now, and then we'll be right back.
Okay, guys, so we're back from our little break. So what's the next topic that we're going to discuss?
Our next topic is, we're about guy friends. Yeah. A lot of people don't have guy friends, like boys that are your friends. That is all. Yeah. So like we have a couple of guy friends, and like guy friends for me is like how I imagine having a brother, because I don't have a brother. Melanie has a brother.
Yeah, I have 2.
So like I imagine like my guy friends as like that's what it would be like if I had a brother. They're very
It'd
annoying.
be a lot more violent. I think.
I mean, it's pretty violent. I don't know, like because like my guy friends will be like take my phone. I have to wrestle my phone to get it back from them because they're assholes.
I've never experienced doing that in my life. Wrestling a person in my life.
From a young age.
You got because you had brothers, but I never had, like, I'm like, I can't believe I had to wrestle you right now, you fucking bitch. I hate you for letting me do that.
Anymore. We just hit each other. Like slaps,
Yeah,
punch,
yeah.
whatever.
It's such like that's such a dude thing to do though, like to wrestle and like do stupid shit.
That's true.
It's such a dude thing. That's something you don't experience really in a girl friendship. I'm never gonna fucking wrestle you.
I mean, I could.
I mean,
Well, maybe when you're drunk and you're trying to do something.
what would I do though?
I don't know. I don't know. I take away your phone. You get mad at me.
I fall asleep when I'm drunk.
Yeah,
You know I get sleepy.
that is true. And you need help down the stairs.
Yeah. Even now. I
Like an old lady. Like an old lady. Like, here you go, Manny. Come on, let's go.
I have bad experience with stairs.
But like guy friends is kind of like a taboo thing because when you think of like when people see guy friends like, oh, y'all are gonna fuck, or like you guys like each other. Because it's like that level of closeness with a male and like a female or just like a masculine feminine person is very like they're gonna get together at one point. Because everyone
used to it.
everyone automatically goes romantic instead of platonic. So
Platonic.
it's platonic. So it's like a very taboo thing and you know, it could cause some problems, especially if that guy friend has a girlfriend.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
He's interested in a lady.
Yeah, so if he's interested in a lady, but like I personally think being friends with a guy can work. It's actually so easy.
I love being friends with guys. I
Yeah.
honestly wish I had more guy friends because
getting that perspective.
it gives you a very different perspective. It's a very different conversation. It's a very different experience than a girl. And it could also be really similar. I think this like concept that like being friends with a guy means that like, you know, he only wants to fuck you. Like I think there's definitely guys that do that shit. They do that slimy shit.
But they're not friends then.
I think the issue is, guys will see you in that sexual way,
Yeah.
and not just like as a person or like a buddy they can hang out with, get drinks with, whatever.
Yeah, it's like sexual first before
That's
person.
the issue, yeah. I feel like with girls, it's not as sexual.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
sure, maybe they'll see a cute guy, they want to be his friends, and like hope of like getting with them.
Okay.
But that's like, that takes longer.
Yeah.
I feel like guys
Yeah.
are more like direct, like, okay, I want to go out with you now.
I
Yeah.
personally think when guys start being like friends with a girl, they kind of go into like I would like to be friends, but like they kind of bring in their own personal issues because like a lot of guys they're like they don't have a girlfriend, they're lonely, they want that connection.
Yeah.
Like because I
And
know
they mistake
Maybe
that
they need
female
advice.
friendship
Yeah.
connection
Yeah.
with love.
So like I really relate to that. Like I feel for that because like a lot of guys, they're friends with only guys. They don't have experience being friends with girls
I don't have another point of
other
view.
than having that desire to want a female in your life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so it's separating that like I want a female, I want to be held, I want to be told I'm pretty, want to be told that I'm attractive.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of like separating that I want to be attractive to females and I want to be friends with this female.
Yeah, I think it's hard for guys to separate that. Like I didn't think about that. Like having to separate those two thoughts because for girls, we don't have the sexual part unless unless a girl's gay. So that is not a hurdle we have to go over. But for a guy, especially for guys, like I feel like guys expressing their sexuality and like just being horny, like a lot of people are like, ew, gross, that's that thing for guys. And because of, I feel like that also has to play with, okay, I can't be creepy, can't be nasty, can't be gross, but also I feel the things I feel. I think that's a very complex thing.
Yeah. I think it also has to do with the type of person, like if they're mature enough.
Oh, true.
Yes.
Like a lot of guys, if they're like more mature, but maybe they're not like as old, they're gonna be like, all right, you're a friend. I don't want to get in your pants. I just want to know if you're trying to go see a movie. If you're just going to want to go eat tacos. Like, just want to hang out and see like how you're doing. What's your point of view? Maybe we'll talk about like problems in our life.
Exactly.
Try to figure it out. Doesn't always have to be like I got control of like my urges.
Yeah. And I
Grow up.
honestly don't think like those are immature men, and that's like a really bad like kind of view on men because I honestly don't think men are all like that. Even if the men themselves joke about that, I feel like guys like kind of making guys seem like these wild animals that can't control, like that's so harmful, and I really feel bad that that's a stereotype for men.
There is a lot
even though it's justified in some cases.
I do think though there is a lot of truth to it because like I even like
Experiences.
like even like when I play video games, I'm like just talking to dudes. It is always like they always refer back to something sexual, always. Just because, and that's not bad, but because we put this idea that it is bad, you know, they only do it with other dudes because they feel like they can't express themselves. That's why I was saying before that's why it's probably hard for them to be friends with girls, because for us, we don't really talk about that. Like, even if we talk about sex with each other, yeah, I'm sure, but like, even if we did, it would still be like, not professional, but like,
Can you clarify, like, what? Talk about what?
like sex, or just like what you do or what your interest is. Yeah. Like, I feel like if I did talk with a girl about it, it's more comfortable because it's not, I feel like if I did that with a guy, they'd be like, ooh, so you like that? Yeah, I don't, like, that's scary.
Yeah, no, even for example, the other day we were talking about that, and like I really only felt comfortable talking about it in front of like my friends that were guys, because my other friend that was a girl, she was there, she initiated the conversation. I'm like, oh, I want to get into this group thing. It's definitely easier when it's a group to talk about that stuff. Yeah. But like being friends with guys is like,
it's so hard because like, especially like we were in that group, I could be friends with those guys, but I have no idea how to initiate that type of friendship. Yeah. Like if I ask them for the number, they're immediately be like, ooh,
date.
Yeah.
Especially. It also, you know what? It also is almost like how desperate they are for wanting a girlfriend.
Yeah, because if they really want a girlfriend, any girl is gonna be like, all right,
that's a candidate.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like a balance. Like if you're a guy and you want to be friends with more like girls or like females or more feminine people, you gotta just go in like you would with a guy. Just be like, hey, what's up? Mindset. Yeah, go in super casual.
Can I show you a video?
Of what?
Oh my!
It was a video, and it was a guy, and he was making a joke, but he was also talking about how he's confident when talking to women. Okay, cool. And what he said was like, all right, here's what you're gonna have to do. Think about dicks. And I was like, what? He's like, you have to think gay. He was like, but what do you mean? So what should I do? And he's like, bro, just be gay. So he was like, okay, let me do it. Hey guys, no, not the verbal, just no verbal, just dicks. Think of cock. Think of it. And he did. I'll put up the video because it made me laugh so much.
Man, I get pretty nervous approaching like attractive women. You seem so calm and you know, like confident. What's your secret?
You want to know my secret?
Yeah, I would love to know.
You gotta think like you're gay.
What's up?
You approach a girl, you put her on a pedestal, act all interested, right?
Yeah.
But if you approach her thinking about cocks, she'll be totally thrown off.
So the gayer I think, the more girls I can get?
It's like Tenet, except with cocks.
This is a lot.
All right, approach me like I'm a girl.
Hey, what's up?
Nope, way too interested, way too desperate. Now approach me like I'm a girl, but you're gay.
Hey!
Not like verbally, actually flamboyantly gay. Just approach me like I'm a girl, but with thoughts of dick. Think about dicks.
Hey, what's up?
Wow, that was powerful. Wow. You look different. Your whole face changed and there was steam coming out of your face.
I just don't care.
And what were you thinking about?
I was just thinking about dicks.
And he was just like, all right. Hey, what's up? And he was like, amazing, perfect, your face, everything changed. He was just like, I was just thinking about dicks. And it was so funny because, and you know, it's a stupid joke, but it's like about like you're,
crazy.
Yeah, you're not thinking, because he was saying like, you're thinking of the intention of, you're so pretty, I want to compliment, all of that, a girl sees it, can sense it, and immediately backs away.
Filter it out.
Yeah, you immediately, you back away from that because you have to. That's just what girls do.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah. So
what expectations?
So he was just saying like, if you think of dicks, you don't have that energy, and so girls will be thrown off. They won't be scared because you're thinking of dicks.
Yeah, I definitely think the hurdle with like guys and girls and feminine people and masculine people being friends is just that kind of like getting over the fear.
Yeah.
Of like, because like a lot of people don't want a romantic relationship, so it's like, and you don't even want to encounter the option. Yeah. Like sometimes you even want the option of like, I want your number. Like I don't even want that. Yeah. You just want it platonic. You just want a friend. Platonic. I say it so wrong every time. I don't know why I say it wrong.
Platonic.
Yeah. Shut up. Fuck you.
Sounds like a lake or something.
Shut up. So like, why do you? That's a good question. So why do you guys personally think it's hard to be friends with guys? Okay. In your experiences.
In my experiences.
Yeah.
Okay, well, recently, I downloaded dating apps, like I told you guys. Okay. I matched with this one dude. I only matched with one dude.
Okay.
Because I'm very picky.
Yeah.
And his thing was like, I like travel, I like cooking. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm just trying to talk with someone. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, I saw you like travel. Like, where's your favorite place to go to? And he's like, Montreal. He's like, are you serious or do you want to do like friends with benefits? That was like the second sentence.
Oh my god.
I'm like, Nah, bro.
I mean, it was a dating app. That's why.
But still,
The second sentence.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All you said was an answer, and then like friends with benefits. Like
He came there with a
That's a little too
plan.
much.
Came there with a
a
plan.
little too like wine and dine, my dude.
Yeah.
Wine and dine.
Yeah, it's a little too much. It's a little too forward.
But like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Guys could be like super forward, and you sense that immediately, and
Yeah.
then you just get put off.
yeah.
It's like, why can't you just chill, maybe become friends, and if you really like the girl, then like go for it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like, fuck, why like that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like
Can
you
you give-
relax?
Can you give yourself a
I don't
chance?
even know you yet.
Yeah. I definitely.
Who's your mom?
You got a sister? Like, fuck.
I'm trying to know.
Yeah, I definitely think for guys, like, even if you like see a girl and like you vibe and like maybe you like her, but like maybe getting over that liking,
Yeah.
you can stay platonic.
Yeah.
Give it yourself a chance to actually figure out if you actually like
Yeah,
her
like
or
it-
you just want to
I
fuck.
think a lot of guys need time and like
They don't give themselves
They
the
don't.
time.
They're impatient.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
very impatient.
guys really deserve the time, but they don't give it to themselves.
Yeah, I feel like if you have so many sexual urges, just masturbate, homie. And I know you're doing it. So why are you so consistently unsatisfied that you feel like you need to constantly look for
Some
women?
people want another person. It's
Bodies.
different. Yeah.
No, but see, I feel like guys like mistake that wanting to be with someone with I want a girlfriend.
Relationship.
You don't necessarily want a girlfriend, but I feel like that conversation is never something they have. Like you can like get everything that you feel like you need from a friendship. It just doesn't have the sex. But I guess but there's some I feel like there's some guys that generally think like what's the point of being friends with a girl if I can't fuck her?
Or some of them are like, what's the point of being in a relationship if I can't fuck her?
Yup.
Yeah.
And I hate that because I feel
But,
that's
like from the gate they want that.
yeah. Like I can't go on a
This was. It's not me.
yeah.
I think a lot of girls want like a friendship connection first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because then I feel comfortable, and then we can fuck.
Exactly. You gotta feel comfortable.
I gotta feel comfortable,
first.
bro.
Yeah. But like back to like friendships, like I mean I think the conversation the other day, like we were kind of talking about kind of sexual stuff because another guy brought it up. And like we were talking about it, but like I kind of got the vibe that like every time we put our input, the guys would get increasingly more interested. Like, ooh, like
So that's what you think.
yeah, so that's what like and that's like very intimidating. Like I know he's joking, so I didn't take it too much.
Yeah.
But I took a note of it.
Well,
Like, you gotta take
it's
notes.
Like that Big Mouth thing where like the boys were confused. They're like, "Whoa, girls masturbate too? They
Yeah.
get horny too?"
Yeah, yeah.
Like maybe it blew their mind.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, maybe they
Could've.
went these 20-something years
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true too.
Because I feel like guys, that's why I think that having a male friend in your life is so important. You need that perspective. You need to have friends with a girl. You need to have guy friends.
Guys need to have female friends.
That's what I
They
think.
need
I
it.
think if guys had female friends, the rate of just all this bad shit that guys do would just go down at least a little bit. Because they would have the perspective, they would have the connection,
Yeah,
like,
like a real
someone that
real
fucking
friend.
listens to you. Like girls love listening to your shit, especially because guys. Guys will tell you drama, and girls love that shit. I love it. It's so funny.
Especially if you can't get, like, if you're, like, the type of girl that, like, I don't get guys, I don't get how they think. If you're friends with a guy and, like, a couple of them, don't be friends with one. You gotta be friends with a squad.
I
Yeah.
only have Jordan.
Being friends with, like, a couple guys is less interesting because
Yes.
you understand, like, how other guys think, or maybe that's their perspective, or that's their kind of
Yeah.
experience.
Or if you have a question, you could be like, "Hey, what would a dude think?
why,
Like, what?"
why he doing this?
Yeah.
Is this offensive, or
Yeah.
and did I hurt his feelings? Can you tell me how to
Yeah.
approach this to make?
Yes.
Because a lot of times, like, it's hard to approach guys. Like, you don't want to make them feel small. So asking a guy,
Yeah.
be like, how do I approach this without making him feel
How would you
humiliated or
make them-
something?
How would you do that?
Make a
I don't
guy
know.
feel-
Maybe like
How would
you
you make them feel small?
feel small, like
like if you drove them,
or no, yes, like something like that, or
Yeah.
like
guys,
you
are like, "Oh, I'll pick you up."
yeah, or like if a girl like is always like maybe always working out stronger than them,
Okay.
or has more stamina,
Or she wants
That's
to
a
pay
them
for.
thing, though. That's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
on
No,
you.
it
That's
is.
not on you.
Yeah, but I don't know.
or maybe like a situation happened where I accidentally made him feel insecure. And like, but you don't know how to approach it because maybe he's the type of guy like he doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't want to talk about it. He's,
So how would you know then if you made him feel insecure?
Exactly.
Well,
that's
you-
the point. That's the
you can
trouble.
feel it. You can feel
I
like
guess
when
if
they're
you know them enough.
yeah, if you know them enough. But kind of like the point is like having a guy friend helps.
Yeah, helps you deal with like those type of things that you've never really experienced.
Yeah. So like how like so let's see another question here. How do you feel when a male friend is I put this question. You didn't
Okay,
write
cool,
this
that's
down.
fine.
So, when guys have a relationship,
Mhm.
sometimes if the girl group isn't friends with the girlfriend, it can be a problem.
Yeah.
Because, especially because you can't force it.
True.
Like,
You can't
if
force friendship with girls. It's not gonna
you
happen.
really can't.
It's not gonna happen.
You can bring them in and just be like, we're chill, and then slowly friendship, because that can work. As long as you're not forcing it, you can bring her whatever.
Yeah.
We'll be like, hey, you want a shot? Shots. Whatever. But like, sometimes if the girl is very insecure, she has her own issues.
Yes.
She will start to like kind of limiting the guy and doing stuff. So like for an example for us, we have a guy friend, or we have a couple guy friends who are like, come over. We want to hang out. We want to take some drinks. If you drink too much, you can sleep over.
Yeah.
Because we don't want you to drive and drink and drive.
Drink
And you know, sometimes they take it because you want to go crazy.
Yeah.
It's fun. But like, for a lot of girls, they would never allow their boyfriend to sleep at another girl's house.
Yes.
It's even if it's a group or whatever, like they would not allow it.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that's bullshit.
I think there's different circumstances.
That is true.
Because, like, what if she doesn't know you at all? Like, sure, the boyfriend talks about you, like, oh, I'm going to hang out with so-and-so, whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm going to go sleep over her house because we're going to get, like, wasted.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, shit, she don't know you. She don't know what's going on over
Yeah,
there. You
that
got
is
whores
true.
out there. You don't know
There
that.
are.
I think it also depends. Like, is it just you and him, or is it a group of
Is it a
people?
group?
If
Yeah,
it's like 6 or 7 people, then all right, that's just a group sleepover. I'm not gonna feel nervous. You're not gonna have a fucking orgy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But like, it's just kind of that taboo, like, no matter what. Like, but like, maybe you did meet the girl.
Okay.
And like, you did meet them, and it's like, you know that they've been friends for a long time. And it's like, are you as a girl gonna limit your boyfriend to their friends?
Well, if I know the girl, I know how she is, then no.
Yeah.
If she's not about that life, like bringing whatever everyone's hooking up, like no, then I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. You gotta trust your guy.
Yeah.
I personally think that if you were friends with, like, let's say you have a female friend, you're a guy, and you're friends with her for like 6, 7 years, and the guy just got a new girlfriend, and now she's like, you can't see her. I would think less of the guy if he was like, yeah, I can't see you anymore. Because that is your friend for so long. You're going to cut her off for this one bitch you just met. You got me fucked up, bro. I'm sorry, but that's not fair. You're literally saying that all the time that you've spent together means nothing. That is what you're saying. Yeah. And that's not fair. I know you want to have a girlfriend, you know, to fuck her, whatever, and that'd make her happy, so she'll let you. But that's not fair. You can't let a girl limit you. And I feel like a lot of girls, if they're friends with guys, they'll just mistake, like, oh, why are you doing that? Like, that's a guy's life. A guy can do whatever he wants as long as it's, you know, within boundaries and you guys are communicating, and that's that on that, you know?
Yeah. And I think it's definitely it's a hard situation. So it's like, maybe, you know, that happened one time and you're like, oh, well, let's get to know the girl more so that she's more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I would approach it. Like, it may be, I want to have a sleepover because, like, you're drunk, or, like, if circumstances take it that you don't want your boyfriend to be drunk driving out, you need him to stay somewhere. Yeah. So, like, maybe talking, or, like, maybe if I didn't know the girlfriend, I would be like, hey, give me your phone. I will call your girlfriend. I'll tell her the situation. I'll let her talk to you so that like, it's more comfortable. Yeah. So it's, like, kind of communication like that. And it's, like, crazy that, like, a lot of people don't do that. Like, those circumstances, they're taboo and stuff, but, like, you need to be talking. Because if the issue is that you're insecure about these other girls and you don't want your boyfriend to be taken from them, you just need to talk and just be like, hey, and know the situation. And just that's kind of frustrating with having a guy friend sometimes. Yeah. Because there's no communicating. There's only, I need to please my girlfriend. Yeah. And that's kind of very frustrating.
I think, again, that depends on the guy.
Yeah, it's true.
How loyal is he to the girl? How loyal is he to his friendships? It's like, what is the levels? What's the different boundaries? Like, if they just started, the girl doesn't know you guys at all. Of course, she's going to be iffy, but if she been knew you guys, like, maybe talked once in a while when he brought her around, then there should be some level of trust, because she would see how you communicate with each other.
Yeah.
How you act around each other.
That's also a good point, because, like, as a girl, if you have a boyfriend and he has a lot of, like, female friends, you have to watch how they interact. If they interact like brother and sister, then what the fuck are you nervous about?
If they're, like, always flirting, then,
if
like,
they're hugging and shit, holding hands, like, no.
I mean, it also depends. Like, if they've always done that for years and it's with literally every single person, then I'm like, well, is this the type of person he is, that this is what he does with his friends? Okay, I'm not going to tell him to stop because that's his life, but do I want to stay now? And that's an important thing that a girl has to do. You don't have to change a dude just because you don't like what he's doing. Like, you could talk about it, try to compromise, but if there's no compromise, girl, you got to dip. That's a friendship. Friendships are really important.
Yeah, that's true. Do you guys think it's easy to make male friends?
It can be.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not, like, for me personally, I feel like it's not me that makes it complicated. It's just, like, the dude.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
It's their mentality. They
Yeah.
want to get with you.
Yeah.
And you already sense that a mile away.
Yeah.
So it just puts you off.
I completely agree. I didn't even think about it like that. Like, I truly would be down to be friends with any dude, but as long as they're not trying to get something from me. Yeah, just treat me like a homie, bro.
Like I'm a Staples employee. Don't look at me with, like, I don't know, hungry eyes. Just look as a person being there doing me.
Yeah, like I really just want like if you like hang out with your bros, just be like, hey, you want to be a bro? And be like, I'll be a bro. Fuck it.
Listen,
I don't do all the bro things.
Yeah, I won't do all the bro. Like you can't tackle me and shit. I'll get hurt. I have sensitive skin.
You know what? I think that's what a lot of guys think when girls say, "Oh, just treat me like one of the boys if you want to be friends." That's not necessarily like yes in that like you're friends, but I don't want you to treat me like fucking fart on me, say stupid things.
will, though.
Like I want you to still
me off.
Plus, you gotta set like
boundaries. Like I want you to still respect that I am female and I like certain things, but still treat me like a regular person, like your homies. But don't treat me like your homies. You crazy. Y'all are doing too much.
I honestly don't mind like that boy stuff as long as like you're real. Like if you just know when I'm actually pissed.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, stop it. You're so annoying. Like I'm just fucking around. Yeah. But it's like if I'm like I'm actually pissed, stop it. Know that.
Give them an aura from the start.
Yeah,
Not to fuck with you.
Yeah, you have to set those boundaries because guys will literally, because that's how guys are with each other. They don't know when they're being too much. That's why it's a big problem about guys hurting each other's feelings but just suppressing it because they don't talk about it. But for girls, we will say it. So the second I'm like, don't do that, that was awful, they're like, oh God. And then they start backing away because they felt like they did something really wrong. They can never do it again. They get too scared.
Yeah, they get scared.
To get back to that level.
Yeah.
But you just have to respect that girls are different. They have different levels. You have to respect that. You can't just treat me like...
And I'm sure she'll communicate it.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking to one of my guy friends, and he had a coworker that asked him, how do you, he was like, hey, how do you have so many female friends?
I think you told this story.
I think I did. But it was just kind of an interesting kind of like, because he told me, he's like, I just, go in and just kind of just talk whatever. I just go whatever. I go in like I'm talking to a dude. Exactly. And that's what I fucking want. Talk to me like I'm a dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, that's it. It's just that simple.
It's really...
It do be that simple.
That's why that video made so much sense to me. Like, just think about dicks. Don't think about her or how pretty she is or how you like what she's wearing. Like, even that, those are nice things. But if you think about that, you're going to start going towards desires. I'm going to notice. I'm sorry, sir. I will notice that.
But I feel like that's their first thought. They have to they gotta filter that out.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, keep thinking more. Like,
let it go.
More. Yeah.
Like, you can think it, just don't obsess over it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, if you think I'm pretty, great, I am. Thank you. Finally. But, like, don't make it like you're obsessed with it. Like, I love it. I love that.
Just keep looking
and
at
be
you.
weird. And, exactly. It's weird. Because, like, if a guy thinks you're pretty, like, oh, great, perfect. But if we're trying to be friends and you're obsessing over how I look, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, and even like in little things, like a guy could be like, I could be friends with a guy. We're just starting to be friends, right? This is the example. And we go somewhere, right? We're hanging out with friends. And I'm like, oh, I really don't like, I wish I didn't wear this dress. I don't really like it. And he's like, oh, no, you look great. That's good. But if you're like, what? You literally look flawless. Like, I don't know what you're doing. Then I'm like, okay, I get your point. Because, like, guys especially, like, guys are nice in that they understand that girls feel insecure, but they're like, no, you're literally gorgeous. Any guy would literally want you at this moment. That's also still too much. Because you're just, like, I don't know. That, to me, isn't helping me feel more secure. If you just hit me with no, I think you look good, fam. That works. And I would be like, bet.
Exactly,
it
works.
Keep it like what he would say to his guy.
Yeah, like what would you say?
You want to be like, every girl wants you. Like,
I mean, some of them do.
But that's
Be
like,
like, bro,
we're friends. That's not a real response.
Yeah, but like you can tell by the way that they act like that you're fucking with me. If the guy went like, bro, I think that like, like there's lines outside the damn door for you, bitch.
Wow.
Then that's just, I know you. I'm like, all right, you're fucking with me. Fuck off. You're fucking with me. And I feel like a lot of guys like think that girls don't understand what fucking around is.
Yeah.
Like I know when you're fucking with me. I know when you're like just making fun and just being annoying.
Yeah, I think it's, again, that parallel of like guys sometimes go too far and just don't talk about that. Mm-hmm. That they fuck around, but they end up going too far without noticing. Yeah. And immediately cutting that boundary like, whoa, why'd you say, oh, that was a little much? But for them and their guy friends, saying that is fine. And it's like you have to be aware that other people's boundaries are just a little different. You can't be saying some crazy.
It's not a big deal either. It's just be like, oh, sorry, and then it's over.
Oh my
That's
god.
it.
Yeah. Like
That's it.
some guy, guys like Jordan will tell me about him and his friends how they roast each other. Like
that's what they do.
I can't. I can't. Like if you're gonna roast me, be like, oh, you big eared ass, big forehead ass bitch. I literally will not. I can't take that. I'm sorry. I wish I could fuck around with you. Like sometimes I will with Jordan, be like, oh, shut up, you big nose, or whatever, and he'd be like, your feet stink, and like that's enough.
Yeah.
But I can't keep going. That's too much for me. I get insecure.
It's a guy thing.
It's a guy thing.
It's a very guy thing.
It is a very guy thing.
They'll hit each other in the face. I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not hitting Melanie in the
I
face.
hit my brother in the face.
I can't.
What?
Yeah, you've seen it.
No, not
Yeah,
real hitting.
We go like this, or we go like
That's
that.
not real hitting.
no.
That's not real hitting.
What
Jordan,
does is
Like
like
Jordan knows not to fuck with me though.
no, but that's what I'm saying. How he treats his guy friends is a crazy concept for me.
he hits them so hard. He hits them so hard.
And like it's just like
And they're cool. They're like, oh my god, guys, that was a good hit.
Yeah, it's their friendship.
That's why I like being friends with guys, because I get to see that stupid shit and just
It's funny.
understand it. Like one time, oh my god, I remember this to this day because it made me laugh so much. We were in the car, me and my sister and Jordan and his friend. Got in the car. No, I got in the car first. Jordan was going around. He goes in the car. Brandon, his friend is there. And he goes, okay, please do it. He turns to his friend, please do it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, are you sure you want me to? And he's like, do it now, do it. And they're both screaming like, I love you, fam, I love you. Slaps him across the face, like hard, and goes, woo! All right, now we're ready to drive. And me was still just in the back like,
Oh god.
what just happened?
Stupid. That's what having guy friends.
stupid.
Having guy friends who realize they have so many rituals for no reason.
they just make shit up.
They make up lore and rituals for everything that they do for no reason. It's hilarious, but I don't understand it.
That's why I think every girl should have a guy friend because it's just interesting. They're so different.
Yeah.
So different.
You know what I thought of while you guys were talking? Another thing that would like hinder like guys being friends with girls is when they mother too much.
Oh.
Like
I mean, they mother too
like
much.
when a guy is like, oh my god, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like he's being too caring, like suffocating caring. Some guys are like that. They're like, oh, they want to make sure you're okay, but too much.
So you want me to walk you home? I
Like a
can
little
grab you.
girl, like you're a little girl.
Yeah.
Like you need to be protected.
Like protection.
I don't know. I haven't experienced that.
I've
so
seen that. It's really
I've also
annoying.
seen that.
I think that it's nice and it's sweet. It's trying to be thoughtful, but again, friendships is about the boundaries and you have to know when you're doing a little too much.
Yeah.
Like if the person says I'm good, then you're good.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't keep pushing. If you think they're saying no because they're insecure about it, then all right, then be like, hey, don't be like don't think you're bothering me. I genuinely want to do this because I want to make sure you're Gucci. And then, okay, that's fine. But don't go, let me just do it for you. Let me do it. Like, that's too much.
Oh, yeah. Overly, like, trying to get tasks done for them. Like, you're not my maid. Stop acting like you're my butler. Yeah. That makes me feel bad. Because I don't want to treat guys like butlers or, like, stuff like
You're
that.
not a tool.
That makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah. I don't want to do that to them.
You're my friend, bro.
I don't know. I feel like what are they asking you to do?
I don't know. Like, oh, you want me to
Paint
move
my room? Sure, yeah. Go ahead. I don't want to do
That's because you don't want to do anything.
that. You want to buy food today? All right. That's fine.
You're not complaining.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It definitely
It
is the type.
depends how far it's going.
That is true. I think for me personally, I wouldn't like that.
To each their own.
Definitely, but like, would you guys want to have more guy friends?
Would I want more friends in general? I don't know.
I do want more friends.
I guess.
I definitely. Well, I don't want to replace y'all. I do want more friends. Like I like meeting people. I like talking to people, and I just would like more friends, like more close friends, like maybe 2 more, not like a lot, like 2 more,
Oh my.
like really close friends. Is that too much for you?
I don't know. I don't do good things with people. I'm not good with people.
You need a slow,
Like
very opening process.
I'm good with the 4 friends I have now. I'm good with them. I know how they are. We're close.
That's true.
I don't know. I think we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure someone will probably pop up eventually.
Yeah, I mean, that's
10
just-
to 15.
Yeah, especially
years.
if we get like boyfriend relationships.
Yeah.
Or jobs.
They gotta be friends first.
Yeah.
They gotta be friends.
Yeah. Ooh, a question I have.
What?
Oh my God, did I lose it? Fuck.
It's gone.
No, shut up, don't say that. It's gonna go away. It's about like. Oh my God!
gone.
It was a good question.
Like relationships?
No, it was about like friend groups. Oh my God, I lost it.
the worst.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
it's the worst.
It was, I literally, it's like right there. I literally can't even tell you what it was now.
Oh,
Well, that's a good way to end this podcast.
I'm so sad
End it straight without your input. So we're gonna end this podcast right now. I think we did really good with friendships. Good, interesting topic. Tell us more if you want us to go back into this topic. Maybe more about specific instances.
Yeah.
We love talking about friendships. We love making friends and stuff like that.
and we're not trying to make like assumptions or like say like things are one way. This is just this is just an open conversation of the experiences we have and what we feel. Like if you're a dude and you like think different things, like leave a comment. I want to know. I want to know your thought process. I want to understand you because that's why I want to make more dude friends. But it's hard. It just is.
Or just friends in general. Like, you know, give out your comment. Like, how do you deal with friendships and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So like, anything else for you? You want to end last topic?
I mean, I don't know. Just let us know how you keep like good friendship going for a long time.
Yeah.
Let us know how you met your best friend.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be a good story.
That's cute.
Leave some good stories.
That's very cute. But leave a comment, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Spotify. We're on Anchor. I just subscribed us to Podchaser. So leave us a review on our episodes, podchaser.com.
And don't forget Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, DM us if you have any questions. Like, just do it. But we're ending this today, and see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.